Greetings to all learners. I am Faculty of Music at SRN International School, Jagatpura, Jaipur, Rajasthan. I welcome you all to the official YouTube channel of SRN International School, Jagatpura, Jaipur. Children, in this video, we are going to discuss Staff Notation Part 2 for Grade 8. So let's begin our topic. Our first term is note values. The opposite may also happen. We can shorten the amount of a time a note should be held relative to the quarter note. Faster notes are signified with either flags like the ones discussed above or with became between the notes. Each flag has the value of a note, so a single flag signifies 1 upon 2 of a quarter note. A double flag has that 2 1 upon 4 of a quarter note, etc. becomes to the same while allowing us to read the music more clearly and keep the notation less cluttered. As you can see, there is no difference in how you count the 8th and 16th notes above. 4 upon 4 time signature. To play music, you need to know its meter. The beat you use when dancing, clapping, or tapping your foot along with a song. When reading music, the meter is presented similar to a fraction. With a top number and a bottom number, we call this the song's time signature. The top number tells you how many beats to a measure the space of staff in between each vertical lines called a bar. The bottom number tells you the note value for a single beat, the pulse your foot taps along while listening. In the example, above the time signature is 4 upon 4, meaning there are 4 beats per bar and that's every quarter note gets 1 beat. In the example below, the time signature is 3 upon 4, meaning there are 3 beats per bar and that every quarter note gets 1 beat. Our next term is 3 upon 4 time signature and tempo. Let's look again at the above examples. Notice that even through the 4 upon 4 time signature in Twinkle Twinkle Little Star calls 4 beats per bar, there are not 4 notes in the second bar. That's because you have 2 quarter notes and 1 half note which added together equal 4 beats. In addition to your note values and time signature, the last piece to feeling the rhythm is knowing your tempo or beats per minute. Tempo tells you how fast or slow a piece is intended to be played. And often it's shown as the top of a piece of sheet music. A tempo of say 60 bpm beats per minute would means you would play 60 of the signified notes every minute or a single note every second. Likewise, a tempo of 120 would double the speed at 2 notes every second. You may also see Italian words like largo, allegro or presto at the top of your sheet music, which signifies common tempos. Musicians use a tool called a metronome to help them keep tempo while practicing a new piece. And click on the circles next to the BPM values to see how a tempo can speed up and slow down. Congratulations, you are almost on your way to reading music. First, let's look at scales. A scale is made of 8 consecutive notes. For example, the C major scale is composed of C, D, E, F, G, A, B and C. The interval between the first note of your C major scale and the last example of an octave, the C major scale, is very important to practice, since once you have the C scale down, the other major scales will start to fall into place. Each of the notes of a C major scale corresponds with a white key on your keyboard. Here's how a C major scale looks on a staff and how that correspond to the keys on your keyboard. You will notice that as the notes ascend the staff and move to the right on your keyboard, the pitch of the notes gets higher. But what about the black keys? Musically, whole tones or whole steps between the notes letters would limit the sounds we were able to produce on your instruments. Let's consider the C major scale you just learned to play. The distance between the C and D keys in your C scale is a whole step. However, the distance between the E and the F keys in your C scale is a half step. Do you see the difference? The E and the F keys don't have a black keys in between them. Thus, they have just a half step away from one another. Every major scale you will play on a keyboard has the same pattern. Whole, whole, half, whole, half. There are many other types of scales, each with unique sounds like minor scales, model scales, and more that you will come across later on. But for now, let's focus just on major scales and the major scale pattern. Look at the C major scale again on the keyboard below. Semitones or half steps on the keyboard allow to write an infinite variety of sound into music. A sharp denoted by the symbol means that note is a semitone or half step higher than the note had to its right on sheet music. Conventionally, a flat denoted by a B symbol means the note is a semitone lower than the note head to its right. You will notice on the keyboard picture and noted staff below showing each half step between the C and the E notes that whether you use the sharp or the flat of a notes depend on whether you are moving up or down the keyboard. There's once more symbol to learn regarding semitones, and that's the natural denoted by the hash. If a note is sharp or flat, the sharp or flat extends throughout the measure unless there's a natural symbol. A natural scales A sharp or flat within a measure or a song. Natural scales. Here's what playing C to E would look like with natural symbols. Finally, in order to read music, you will need to understand key signature. You actually already known one key signature, the key of C. The C major scale you learned above was in the key of C. Scales are named after their tonic. The preeminent note within the scale and the tonic determines what key you play in. You can start a major scale or any note so long as you follow the whole note half, whole, half pattern. Now following the pattern is keys other than the key of C will require you to use sharp and flats. Since that's the case, we place the sharp or flats for your song's key signature right before the meter after the clef on your sheet music that tells you to maintain those sharps or flat throughout the music unless of course there's a natural symbol to override it. You will begin to recognize the key signatures of pieces based on what sharps or flats are shown. Here's a quick glimpse at some key signature using sharpers and flats. So you can see over here these are the natural keys and these are the sharp keys. So C and after D it will be D flat or it can be C sharp, and after D it can be E flat or it can be D sharp. So my dear students, this is all about the staff notation system. I hope you learned a lot from this video. Please listen this video again and again and learn this topic very sincerely. And please don't forget to like, subscribe and share our channel. Thank you so much. God bless you.